Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Thank you, Madam Mayor Fitzgerald and honorable council members. My name is Ryan Reza Farsi. I'm one of the partners and current operator of the Arco Fullerton at 519 South Harbor Boulevard. I'm here this evening to speak to you as a concerned citizen of the state of California. Here to present some facts, some actual numbers. So, as you know, my family's been an owner and operator of gas stations for over 20 years, 30 years for my father. In 2008, summer of 2008, the price of the barrel hit $147 a barrel. The street prices hit $5 in California. I would consider that as inflated prices. Today, the price is under $30 a barrel. Correct pricing today was $29.23 at 42 gallons per barrel. That's 69 cents or 70 cents. So today's $30 should have been $1 street price. Let's say $1 in 2008 with 3% inflation. We're looking at $1.27 to $1.30 today. So what is the average Californian paying for gas today? $1.80, $1.92 something, $3 in LA. These are inflated prices, ladies and gentlemen. So a gallon that costs 70 cents after additives is sold unbranded for $1 this morning. It's sold to me in Fullerton for $1.47, in San Clemente for $1.78. This is zoning at a state level by my partner Tesoro. So they think it's fair for someone in Mission Viejo or San Clemente, for instance, to pay 28 cents more per gallon for the same product. Now, you think that's bad for the county level? Well, let's look at it at the state level. I happen to go to Louisiana every year for the last 10 years. On December 26th, I got gas in my rental car for $1.58 in Louisiana. I came home. I'm selling the gas in California for $3.19 at my gas station. Historically, this has been about 15 to 20% spread in the last 10 years when I go there. $2.20 here, $1.80 there. $2.59 here, $2.29 there. Now it's 100%. So what's happening there? So what is our recourse as citizens? How do we protect Californians? I like to spend time educating my fellow honorable elected officials about the truth as I see the issue of zoning or divide and conquer strategy by my partner Tesoro. Today, I'm making 40 cents. The Costco is also making 40 cents plus. And he's selling the gas 50 cents cheaper than me. In a few months, he's going to go from taking American Express to Visa. He's going to take more of my business. So I'm here to just let you know about that, and hopefully in the future we'll be coming up for some more CUPs to help our cause to survive in this economy. And thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you. This is free.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good evening, Sean Payton. I also wanted to touch on the College Town vote on the Planning Commission on Wednesday. If you heard or if you followed, but a clear majority of the Planning Commission expressed serious reservations about the College Town proposal. 5 of the members were on record opposing the closing of Nutwood. Another 5 were on record opposing the creation of a parking district. And another 4 were on record for opposing a zoning change in 2 of the 7 districts that were affected within the College Town plan. The reason I'm up here is that when the matter was set for the Planning Commission on February 10th, the City Council was scheduled to vote on the matter on March 15th. The Planning Commission voted to continue the hearing to a date uncertain. There was no specific date set. So I'd like to take this opportunity to confirm from Mr. Feltz that that March 15th hearing will go off and that the City Council will defer on any further action in College Town until after it's gone back to the Planning Commission and they've taken a look at it a second time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good evening, Mayor Fitzgerald, members of City Council. I'm Teresa Harvey, President and CEO of the North Orange County Chamber of Commerce. And I just wanted to take an opportunity to thank the Mayor for participating in our upcoming State of the City, which will be held on Friday, April 15th at Cal State Fullerton in the Titan Student Union at 11:30. It will be a luncheon, and as our featured speaker, the mayor will be able to present her vision for the city of Fullerton, what it's doing to continue to celebrate the excellence that is happening in our community, and for us as a business community to really hear the city's plans for developing business and encouraging business to flourish in our community. So I just wanted to invite all of you again and to thank the mayor for her participation. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Are there any other speakers under public comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll bring it back for council staff communications. Mr. City Manager, was there anything you needed to respond to?
Yes, request to pull item number 2 and item number 7 and confirm the College Town proposal was directed by the Planning Commission to return. There was no date set.
Great, thanks. Councilmember Chafee, do you have any council staff communications this evening?
I'd like to ask City Manager a question. And what is the status of Drip Coffee?
Our understanding is they will be open next week. They are planning, I think, a soft opening. They're trained, but we do have word that they completed their final health department permit. So that was the key missing piece of this. So it should be open next week.
I look forward to that. Two things. One, my wife and I attended the YWCA Chocolate Fantasy, particularly naming Marty Burbank Man of the Year and Marlene McGlincy Woman of the Year. If you like chocolate, I mean, you were OD'd on that. It was really a great thing. We also attended an incredible tribute to Jim Young called Young at Heart at the Cal State, featuring readings of his poetry, which were greatly insightful about life, including a lot of his love for his wife, and a number of very romantic letters, along with the appropriate band that orchestra, I should say, that played. So it was a beautiful event. That's my report, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Seaborn?
Yeah, it looks like Airport Days is finally getting out the postcard. So Airport Day 2016 is Saturday, May 7th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure you mark your calendar. I also hear earlier that morning is the I Cure Melanoma 5K run, and maybe I'll see you at both those.
Great. Councilmember Whitaker?
I want to request to pull item number 7 and item number 8 on the consent calendar.
All right.
And I was pleased to see today that construction appears to be moving along on the Juanita Cook bicycle trail and near Bassentry. And I was wondering, since the signs posted now show it's about 3 months since that portion of the trail has been closed, if we could get an idea on the completion of that project.
Where was that again?
Juanita Cook Trail near Bassentry. It's the one where we've had some accidents with people going down the hill. So that I'd like an answer to. The second thing is I need to call attention to an unfortunate event, the recent discovery of embezzlement by a Fullerton Rangers official. And it just underscores the need for us to encourage citizen oversight and participation in all these activities. I say this as a member of a council that recently voted down creation of a volunteer audit committee, which would be an extension of this council to allow the councils to stay more on top of complex financial but other procedural issues in the city. So I think we need more transparency and more eyes watching what's going on in city government and not less. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Flory?
I have a question about number 4, so I'd like to pull that just for a quick question. On Friday, myself and Dave Schickling from our water department and Joe Fells, our city manager, and Pete Beard, our Metropolitan Water District Board representative, took a tour of the Carlsbad desalinization plant. Very, very educational. I will say that I have been, up to this point, an opponent of desalinization. The situation in San Diego County is quite different than our situation in Orange County, where we are blessed with a groundwater aquifer where we can store water. And my concern with the desalinization plant in Huntington Beach has always been the two questions that must be answered: who benefits and who's going to pay for it? And those questions have not been answered to my satisfaction yet. But as far as the operation of the plant is concerned, the environmental issues that have been raised up to this point, as well as issues having to do with noise attenuation, all of that was put to rest. And I would strongly encourage anybody who wants to tour the Carlsbad plant to contact me, and I will put a tour together with the appropriate representatives for you to see for yourself what it looks like. It is in size and scope, it's about the same size as the plant proposed for Huntington Beach. And the reason it is of concern to us in Fullerton is that water is going to cost significantly more than the water that we pump from the groundwater basin. So I think it's important for us, because of those regional implications, to keep tabs on that situation. I'm also going to inform my council that when this comes up for a vote, I want a presentation made to the City Council so that our City Council members can vote on how they want me to vote. The reason that my situation is a bit different from the other board members, we are a 10-member board, and 7 of those members are elected, whereas 3 of the members, myself, City of Anaheim, and the City of Santa Ana, are appointed. And I want to make sure that I have the support of my council when I cast a vote for this Huntington Beach desal plant this next year.
Great, thank you. I wanted to remind the community that Love Fullerton is coming up on April 30th. So you can sign up to make donations to help with the projects. You can sign up to work on any of the community service projects that we have going on. It's a citywide serve day on April 30th. So we do everything through Love Fullerton, like rehabbing parks, painting inside school classrooms, helping nonprofits and communities of faith fix up their properties. There are people who get to play with kids or bake cookies with women in homeless shelters. There are all kinds of projects that you can get involved in, and so I would just encourage you to bring your whole family out. There are great kid-friendly projects, family-friendly projects. It's just a great day to love on our city, and we're so excited that this year the other communities in North Orange County are also doing citywide serve days on April 30th. So from Anaheim to Placentia up through La Habra and Brea, everyone will be out in their community en masse, really giving back to their community and investing in it. And then I also wanted to thank our police department for its great work that led to the arrest of the former treasurer of the Fullerton Rangers, who embezzled money from our parents. And I want to thank you for everything that you did to help bring justice to that situation. And I wanted to thank our Parks and Rec director and our city manager. And Hugo, if you'll pass along also to John Clemens and Carol Whitaker, our thanks for holding the Fullerton Rangers accountable to all of the non-compliant issues that you found that they had. You know, we have a lot of nonprofit sports league partners in this town that provide great services to our families. Many of you, your kids have probably played Little League and soccer, and we, as a city, we give a lot of preference to our nonprofit partners, and we're so thankful for all those parents that come out and volunteer and make up those sports leagues. And of course, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that too. So when we find that there are sports leagues that aren't acting in accordance with the city rules that are set up to protect the taxpayer investments in our parks and in our sports fields, then it's our duty to make sure that they come up to compliance and act as good partners. I'm really encouraged by the actions that the Rangers board has taken over the last couple weeks to assure us that they are going to come up to compliance on all of those issues, and I know we at the city stand ready to help them do that. So Hugo, again, thanks for all your work on that. We'll go ahead and move into appointments. Councilman Whitaker, I think you have an appointment to the Transportation and Circulation Commission.
I do, and I select Sean Payden as my appointee.
Great.
I move to ratify the appointment.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, that passes. We'll go ahead and go to the consent calendar. Items 2, 4, 7, and 8 have been pulled. Does a council member need to pull any other items?
I'll move the balance.
Okay, is there a second? It's been
Second.
moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, we'll go back to item number 2, and Mr. Curley, I believe you pulled this item.
Good evening. My name is David Curley. This isn't the first time I've pulled these up for you guys to look at. Unfortunately, again, there's more luxury hotels being stayed at by members of the police department. There was an explanation given that it's not city money, and therefore it's not really a problem. I disagree with that. I think it sends a very bad message to the residents of Fullerton that somehow, by being a city